first ever Challenge Cup tie away to Hull Kingston Rovers, and it's their first visit to the new Craven Park. It hasn't been full since the opening match, but today it's a sellout, and there's real hope amongst the home contingent. Well, Wigan have to cope without Andy Gregory at scrum half today. He's picked up a late groin injury and is off to London for 2 weeks treatment, and that must have affected the week's planning by the coach John Mooney.
Well, it will a little bit. I think when you take a main playmaker like Andy Gregory out of the side, you do suffer for it probably the first 10 minutes, you know. But if we can once we get after the first 10 minutes, the side settles down, I'm sure we'll be all right.
Well, here's a look at John Mooney's team. Ellery Hanley and Sean Edwards are the new halfback partnership, and Dave Marshall keeps his place on the right wing. All this caused by the reshuffle because of Andy Gregory's injury. And in the pack, Ian Gildart and Dennis Betts return. They both played for the Great Britain under-21s in France last week. Hull Kingston Rovers have just the one team change. Zook Emma replacing Colin Armstrong in the front row. Roger Millward feeling that Emma's experience could be valuable for such a big match. With Ray Tennant today, good in fact to see Ray Tennant back in action. He's had a couple of weeks out with a leg injury. Well, like the Hull Kingston Rovers fans, the home crowd at our second match today will also want an upset. That's Bramley against St Helens. But now let's concentrate on the action here with David Watkins and John Hill.
And what an atmosphere we've got here at the new Craven Park. The first Challenge Cup tie here then, Hull KR, and they couldn't have more attractive visitors than Wigan. And hoists it high. Difficult one for Lydon. Oh, very difficult one for Lydon. Oh, and if he'd been able to kick ahead instead, Sullivan couldn't pick it. Rovers have the ball, but in fact the referee has indicated a knock on, and a bit of a scuffle going on there. Joe Lydon picks himself up, and he must be saying, where did that one go?
Well, it is difficult with the ball in the air in this wind as well. It would always be difficult. He misjudged it completely, a result of which caused a lot of...
Let's watch Betts go, and he's got support on both sides. He must surely give it inside. Bell to Hanley, and the tackle there just had to be made, and it was made. If Betts had turned to his right and given the ball to Hanley earlier, he was a certain scorer.
Absolutely, but we said you just can't allow them any time at all. Let's take a look at this now. Just after that incident, they moved it out straight away. They've caught the Hull defence napping, and now it's just a matter of lining up people. Hull defence have left ragged here. Look, just watch it. Now, instead of passing, he should have given it straight away then, because to have done that would have allowed Ellery to have a little more of the ball. As a result, he's taken the ball and man and the tackle.
Straightforward kick for Lydon. So are we about to witness the first points of the afternoon? No, we're not. Oh, quite a miss. As the sun comes down here at Craven Park. Rovers and Niebling in particular, and marauding towards the Wigan line. Can they get over it? That's the big question. The timing of the pass is always crucial. And there's a whistle, and it's going to be a penalty. No, it's a penalty for Hull KR, and it's right in front of the sticks. So an offence there, at the play of the ball.
I think it was interference there. The referee said interference at the play of the ball there. A Wigan player interfering with the man playing it, a result of which he's now given a penalty to Hull KR, their first opportunity to open the score.
Indeed, and Mike Fletcher, with 105 goals to his credit, has an important kick. Are they going to roar? Up go the flags, up goes the first points of the afternoon to Rovers. Fletcher's goal nudges Rovers 2 points ahead. Edwards. Hanley. This looks more promising. Shouts are forward, but not given. Last one. Really important, I think, for Hull Kingston Rovers not to concede a try before the break.
Absolutely, this is where all the concentration and all the discipline in the world comes into effect.
Oh, I thought Lightfoot was going to misjudge it, and he did do. It's going to be a try for Marshall. It's a try. And a catastrophic mistake for Lightfoot, the fullback. Marshall was there to take the advantage. He's got his 7th try, and what an important one too. When we were just saying how imperative it was for Rovers not to give in.
Well, they say you can't afford to make mistakes against a Wigan side in full flight, and this is a superb up and under. Now just look at this. Hanley is going straight for it. Full-back takes his eye off it for 1 second. Great tackle, pushes the ball ahead, beats the defence to the touchdown.
There are the two men who want to get into the thick of it just before the break, but the kick is about to happen. And there go the points from Ryden's boot to add to Marshall's goal. And 6 points for Wigan, 2 for Hull KR. Rudd, the ball back infield, back inside, taken on by Niebling. And he's got the Rovers fans chanting again. They do badly want to try before the break to talk about. The conversation will be so much better for them, wouldn't it? Fletcher there having played the ball through, and that is going to be a penalty for Rovers. So at least if Fletcher puts this one over, 6-4 will look so much better. Fletcher. Only 2 points in it now. Good time to kick a goal. That's the hooter. That's half-time. A very good half here at Craven Park. And I wonder if a cut shot is on the cards. You never know. Only the one try scored by David Marshall of Wigan 5 minutes before the break. But Rovers, with a couple of goals from Mike Fletcher, are still very much in the hunt here. There we have it then, in facts and figures. Hull KR 4, Wigan 6, don't go away. Smith to Lightfoot, halfway. Now Smith's kick is over the top, and the chasing Gary Clark goes after it, and a kick ahead, a real opportunity here. Can Preston get there ahead of Clark? Preston's speed won the day for Wigan then. Last tackle again, they seem to be getting through these tackles so quickly. The kick is through, and again Clark chases with Preston, and again Preston's the first man to it. Wetz was in the tackling. Still they're looking for Armstrong. Came roaring onto that.
That's when they're most effective, when they come onto it on the burst.
Bishop's kick through, was he impeded? No, he wasn't. But, again, well, it's almost like an action replay.
Well, I don't think Wigan defence has been under as much pressure as this for many, many a game. And look, they're trying just about everything they have to do now. They push this one through again. The defence knows, with his back to them, Jed knows he can't do anything but kick it dead. Be safe on the burst. And Wigan realised that, and he was causing them problems. They tightened it all up.
That was good, and here's a chance out on the touchline, and here are Rovers. Oh, he's had a funny touch. Anthony Sullivan was going well, and the hand clap there between Goodway and Edwards said it all, because they knew that he was a certain scorer if he'd got past him on the outside.
He is very quick, and but the cover defence then was commendable. Both players got back in that position to thwart it.
This kick over the top from Smith will be chased all the way. And it's gone out. And, just a little bit of needle there. Sean Edwards angry, and the touch judge will come on. And well, I thought he was going to come on and say something to the referee, but not so.
Well, we've spoken many times about what fine players they have with the ball in their hands, but without the ball in their hands as well, it's been very difficult to score against them. They've defended heroically to a man.
Hull Kingston Rovers have 60 seconds left to pull this cup tie out of the fire. There are always 3 Wigan fellas in for the tackle. Now, can somebody from Hull Kingston Rovers, well, I was going to say, make themselves a hero? And unfortunately, it wasn't to be, not there anyway.
Absolutely, they played well to a man. They passed well, they tackled well. You can't say that they haven't had the commitment. Niebling and Zukema have really pushed forward all the time and given them a lot of...
And it was Rovers still coming, as the hooter said, that there's no more time. Wigan have gone through to the second round, and it's been a sterling performance, really. in the face, not only of those fans, the hostility from them directed towards the Wigan players as they go off, but it really has been a thoroughly professional performance by the cup holders. Kingston Rovers have given their all, and never will you see a braver losing fight than that. They'll be proud men indeed as they go back to the dressing room, but it's Wigan who go through to round 2. 6 points to 4.